This video was produced by the Top Cut. Be sure to check out thetopcut.net, your home for Pokemon TCG, tournament coverage, professional game analysis, and interviews with the best players in the world. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to Game 2. This is Pram bringing you the second game of the top 8 at Delaware State Championships. This is, on our left we have Adam Kulp, and on our right we have Ben Sauk, who is up a game. And yeah, so this is a Zekrom Eelektrik mirror. For any of you guys who did not watch Game 1, which you really should, it just kind of keeps context of how each deck plays out, how each build is built, all that good stuff. And yeah, so we did see last game Ben just kind of roll over on Adam. Adam just never really got anything out, and that was pretty much the end of the game. So we do see Adam going first this game, and he starts with, I believe, is a Dynamo. Though I'm not really too sure. There is a bunch of glare on Adam's side, at least for only the start of the game. The rest of the time you can just tell what it is. Yeah, it is a Dynamo. So Ben, he has a Tyrogue start with a Mewtwo on the bench. The reason why he played on the Mewtwo is, even though you never really want to play down Mewtwo first, sometimes you have to, because of, hey, if I start with this really tiny basic, there's a big chance of him getting knocked out, and I just lose the game right here. So it's really just a safety net, and kind of doing it because he has to. So we do see a end turn 1 after attaching to Dynamo. So we're not going to see any turn 1 charges coming out of Adam, but he's going more for, like, maybe, hey, I'm just going to turn 1 your Tyrogue here. And he gets a dual ball, so he may be able to do it. And yep, there's the at least one heads. I guess Adam does not play Tyrogue. Yeah. And if he didn't play Tyrogue, wouldn't you want to get another Dynamo? I don't know. Okay. So probably even wants to. I don't know about this. I feel like, yeah, that's fine too. Actually, never mind. I was gonna consider trying to go for paralysis on Mewtwo, but then if he just goes DCE catch or DCE knockout, if you get tails, that's just too risky. So we do see a Juniper discarding a lot of good cards for Ben. So he is going to be out of the Shaman trick for this game, unless Super Rod comes back in. And we even see a catcher on Dynamo. And yeah, I know Adam didn't really search his deck well enough to know whether he has all his Dynamos prized or not. He really should have played them down. Even if he was worried about Tyro getting a free prize, Tyro can still take out that 40 HP Dynamo with a plus power. So, yeah, I would have liked to see another Dynamo come out instead of the Zekrom, because what is this Zekrom going to do? He has no energy on it, and yeah, he can just sit there and be fat. Okay, so yeah, there was Dynamos in there. Just saw one with the Pokegear. Really, so okay, so he gets a Pont with the gear and just uses it. I guess, what can you do? Oh, didn't even notice, Ben even has an Eviolite on this Mewtwo. Thus, Adam's going to need more. Adam will not be able to knock out this Mewtwo this turn. That Eviolite's pretty huge. Maybe You junk arm for a catcher here? I don't know. This is a tough spot. Adam. Oh, I guess you would just junk arm for a dual ball. Yeah. Junk arm for dual ball. Oh, he's got catcher? Okay. Does he even have... Did he play a plus power earlier? Yeah, I think he did. Okay, that's fine. Still would have liked to see the... I don't know. I feel like getting a setup was a little bit more of a priority, but I guess you can just sit back for a turn also and just kind of try and build up. It's not like if your opponent X balls, you can just get another catcher maybe, and then bring up anything if they like drop Dynamo or something. So yeah, if Ben X balls here, he will be able to just Adam will be able to just catch up Dynamo and knock it out with his Zekrom. So let's see. If you're Adam's clearly behind at this point in terms of board position. So he's really going to hope for, I guess, 2 heads on that dual ball. And Ben here, I think you want to just pass or use charge or something. I definitely wouldn't want to use X ball here. That would be very dangerous. He's just doing it anyways. So he's going for a 2-shot then. He's just saying, whatever, I'm just going to 2-shot you. Not a big deal. And Adam drops Mewtwo. Not sure why. We do see a double tails. Maybe he's going for the double plus power? Double plus power DCE hit? I'm not really sure. If he does get that, that'd be very, very good. But he does get a catcher. So at the very least, he will be able to take a prize this turn with Zekrom here. And he even hits a level ball, so he'll get a Dynamo too. I think that might be his only Dynamo. Oh no, there's a second one. So he looks pretty solid on Dynamos, and he's going to take the prize lead here, which is good for him. You know, I would have liked to see Ben maybe not attack. I mean, it's not like Adam could have done much with his board, and you could have just bought time to set up a Bolt Strike or something along those lines. So he's just going to catch up Dynamo and then knock it out. And this puts Adam in very good position here. He will be able to potentially knock out that Mewtwo and go down to 2 prizes. While Ben, he has some work cut out for him. It's kind of always awkward to be on that odd prize count. Because you're like, okay, even if I knock out a Mewtwo, then I still have to knock out something out to go down to 2, or if I'm at 3, you go down to 1. Whereas if you're at even prizes, you're just like, I'll just knock out 2 Mewtwo's and be done with this. So, it's always better to be on an even prize count when staring down EXs. Let's see. So Ben does get an Eelektrik out. Maybe he goes for a Bolt Strike this turn? I mean, no, you don't actually have to. You can just X-Ball again. That would be fine. His opponent still needs to pull out something pretty good to counter this. However, you do want to deal with that Mewtwo if possible. Like if you possibly can, you catch up Mewtwo and then maybe... Oh, wow. So, Ben Sauk going for the hat trick. If he hits plus power here, he knocks Adam out. And if he gets a... no, that's pretty much his only way. Plus power here. Gets a plus power. There it is. So that is 180. And now Adam is in pretty bad shape. This is kind of like a repeat of last game. But here we go. So Adam's kind of struggling to get anything going while Ben sets up pretty well. You could see maybe... Well, if Adam can get another Mewtwo out, he'll be in good shape. I would say... he's junk arming right now. I would say get Dual Ball. Yeah, he's getting the Dual Ball. And he just has to go for Mewtwo here. So, we do see at least one heads. Mewtwo looks like it's prized. Yep, second Mewtwo is prized. In which case, I'm not really sure what you do in Adam's situation. You could go for a Super Rod, try to get your own Mewtwo back. Maybe... Yeah, this is tough. Well, he does hit a switch. And an eel. So maybe a Bolt Strike if he has the lightning energy. I don't think he does though. Might just Outrage here. Yeah, I think he's just going to Outrage the Mewtwo. Try and two-shot it. Which is actually fine. It's just Ben's going to go down to 1. And if Adam can two-shot Mewtwo, Adam will go down to 2. Well, Ben will... okay, so if Adam hits Mewtwo here, and then Ben takes a prize, and then Adam knocks out Mewtwo, so Adam will go down to 2, and then Ben takes the prize, goes down to 1. He's really just going to have to hope he gets Mewtwo and N when it's 2-1, and then Mewtwo just kind of runs away for the last 2 prizes. I think that's Adam's only way to win right here. I mean, Zekrom EX would also work in that situation. So it doesn't have to be Mewtwo. You can... If you can get enough energy on it, you can Strong Volt twice or something. So we do see Ben kind of recognizing what's going on. He's like, oh, Mewtwo. I better get my own Mewtwo out. So, yeah, I don't know how I like Ben playing down this Mewtwo right now. I definitely think going for a Bolt Strike right here would have been better. And you could have you force Adam to have the catcher and a threat, because right now Adam doesn't actually have a threat on the board. And you're just assuming, and I don't know, because now if Adam can deal with this Mewtwo, and then Ben does not play N, and then if Adam gets the Mewtwo off the prizes, you could see some wacky situation where I like this move, except for I like everything Ben did except for dropping Mewtwo. It's kind of it almost feels like he didn't need to. Well, maybe it's actually okay. Because, like, if Adam takes a prize right now, Adam has to knock out that damaged Mewtwo. That's pretty much, or he has to knock out a Mewtwo. That's pretty much the only way this turn is working out for him. So he has to do something here. So he does have a plus power. It looks like a switch, and I hope that last card's a supporter. Yeah, Juniper. So, he is going to be able to drop Zekrom EX, give it a DCE. Didn't really need to drop the other Zekrom. That was actually kind of a waste. Evolve, yep. Power up the Zekrom EX, and then just kind of go, hey, I'm going to outrage for 2 prizes. I hope you don't have an... What? I actually would have liked to see an energy onto Zekrom EX here, threatening a strong Volt. Plus it would have given him someone to retreat with. Zekrom EX's retreat is 3, so... even if he had drawn Mewtwo like he did right now, he could have sent up Zekrom EX and then, like, given a bunch of energies to Mewtwo. Or no, he would need Shaman. I don't know. I don't think he plays it. So the Mewtwo route is kind of cut off, but Zekrom EX is really strong. He could have strong volted, discard DCE, and then if he just draws another DCE and a catcher, that's game. But this game is getting really close. Not really sure who's going to take it out. I think Ben has the advantage right now, but we'll see how this turns out. So we do see another catcher onto Eelektrik. And yeah, that's going to be... That might be all she wrote. Because he didn't Dynamotor onto Zekrom EX. So he's just going, oh man, now I can't even attack with it. And Ben's going down to 1 prize. Oh, that's so brutal. And he's getting Super Rod, so he's getting back 2 EXs and a Shaman. And he's just going to power up something huge. So I'd expect to see some Dynamotors onto the Thunderous, just to power it up. And yeah, there it is. And yeah, just gonna Bolt Strike. Adam will be able to get on to 1, but if he attacks with that Mewtwo, with that Zekrom, he gets knocked out. He really needs to play N here. He does have a gear, so he will be able to do it. He plays on the Mewtwo. Not sure how I feel about that one. Whiffs completely on Pokegear. So, I think if Ben has any sort of response, he'll take the game. Adam will need to attach 2 Zekrom EX here and just go Glinting Claw. I don't really see an option outside of that. Yeah, so if he goes Glinting Claw here, he will be threatening game next turn. And with a Pounce. So, what Ben needs, all he needs is a catcher, and Ben wins the game. Or, a Shaman would also do it for him, or some way to get Shaman, like a level ball or something like that. Because then he could just send up Mewtwo and move like all the energy in the world onto Mewtwo. And that would be 3, at least 7. He's catching up Mewtwo. Interesting. He's going for Glinting Claw here. He's saying, hey, I'm going to knock out your Mewtwo next turn. If you have Shaman, I lose. But, yeah, that's pretty much how this is working out. Does Ben have Shaman? 5. Yeah, he's counting, saying, yeah, I do have Shaman. 5. 8. That's knockout exactly. And there's the Collector. I think Ben had game anyways. Because of the Shaman. He would have been able to... because he had a DC in his hand. So he would have just been able to Dynamo twice. Plus DCE, plus the energies on Zekrom EX. So yep. There we go. And he even catches the Mewtwo for max damage. There we go. Good game, Adam. Ben, congratulations. Goes on to the top 4. And he did 3, 5, 6, 7, 240. Or I'm sorry, 280. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, thanks for watching.